American Distillation is a main story mission of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I will tell you the interesting story of this mission. Arthur arrives at the Rhodes Sheriff's office to find Dutch drinking with Sheriff Gray, who is already heavily intoxicated. Using his charm, Dutch convinces the drunken sheriff to deputize both himself and Arthur, pitting makeshift badges onto their vests.
Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
Sheriff Gray, slurring his words, explains that illegal moonshiners backed by the Braithwaite family are threatening his business.
We can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that?
Seeing an opportunity, Dutch and Arthur agree to help. Joined by Deputy Archibald, they ride out to track down the moonshiners in the swamps of Lemoyne, with Dutch using the situation to his advantage. Arthur and Dutch agree to help shut down a few illegal distilleries run by the Braithwaites, seizing the opportunity to get closer to the ongoing feud in Rhodes. As they ride through the misty swamps with Deputy Archibald, he shares some history about the Braithwaites. Once wealthy plantation owners, they built their fortune on cotton, but the abolishment of slavery left their business in ruins. Desperate to maintain their power, they turned to moonshining, producing illegal liquor to stay afloat. Archibald warns that this makes them dangerous, as they will do whatever it takes to protect their operation. Along the way, the group spots the burned out remains of a carriage, its splintered wood and scattered supplies still smoldering. Archibald immediately suspects the Lemoyne Raiders, a ruthless gang of Confederate loyalists who have been attacking shipments and causing chaos. He reins in his horse, urging Arthur to take a closer look and see if they can find any clue about what happened.
This must have happened recently. Get over here, please. Suit and tie, one bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
After inspecting the wreckage, Arthur returns to the carriage and takes the reins. With Dutch and Archibald seated beside him, they continue their journey deeper into the bayou.
Sure. I'll direct you.
The air grows thick with mist, and the eerie sounds of the swamp create an unsettling atmosphere. Upon reaching their destination, Arthur brings the carriage to a stop. Archibald advises them to check their weapons before proceeding.
Then take this operation down for good. Come on.
Once ready, they move in cautiously, staying low to avoid detection. The group watches the moonshiners from a distance as Archibald whispers that they have the element of surprise. He gives Arthur the choice of how to approach, but they decide to take the left flank, moving carefully through the undergrowth, ready to strike. Be cautious, as being seen will cause the mission to fail. First, equip your lasso, sneak up to the man at the back of the wagon on the left, and use the lasso to pull him out quietly. Once he is down, give him a quick kick to knock him out. One of the men with you will take over and finishing tying him up. This stealthy start is crucial to keeping the mission on track. After knocking out the guard, head toward the distillery. Carefully place the dynamite with R2, ensuring you don't ignite it yet. Choose a spot where you can clearly see the distillery equipment. Once you are safely back across the bridge, take aim and shoot the dynamite to detonate it.
Sure. Just a second.
destroying the moonshine equipment and completing the mission objective. As soon as the explosion goes off, the Lemoyne Raiders will appear, ready for a fight. They are stationed at a camp just south of your location. Immediately head toward the camp, preparing for a shootout. Be ready to take down the raiders as they come at you in full force, making for a tense and action-packed sequence.
Sorry, boys. We're putting you out of business.
Once you have cleared the camp of raiders, loot their bodies marked with X on your map. You have got some time, so take advantage of this opportunity to gather valuables that can be sold to a fence in Rhodes for a nice profit. After looting, head back to Dutch, who's marked by a yellow dot on your minimap, northeast of your position. The deputy will grab a few jugs of the remaining moonshine, and Bill will handle driving it back to camp, completing your mission.
Well, I normally take it for personal consumption. It's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all American.
When you arrive back at camp, the mission will be completed, regardless of whether or not you beat Dutch there. The important thing is that you have successfully destroyed the distillery, deal with the raiders, and help the gang make off with the moonshine. The mission wraps up as you return to camp, with Dutch and the others acknowledging your effort.
I was gonna say you're like a son to me, but you're more than that.
And that wraps up the mission. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Remember, we play the game so you get the story.